Hi, welcome to the Crafts channel. My name's Corinne and today I want to show you how to make a very simple wallet card from one sheet of A4 paper. So you have a little pocket here that you can add little envelopes into, a pocket in the middle and a pocket on the side. And this is a great stash busting project. If you've got lots of pieces of scrapbook paper left over and things like that you don't know what to do with, or A4 sheets, you can make it from one A4 sheet of double-sided paper. Now I've trimmed this down to 20 centimetres wide by 30, and I'm just going to score it to divide it into 6 sections. So we'll score at 10 and 20 centimetres, and then we'll score again at 10 centimetres down the long dimension. Let's just fold them in both directions so that you can easily manipulate your card. And this scrapbook paper is really nice because you've got a stark contrast between the two colours on each side. And it does help that you can remember which side you're working on. So I'm going to have the darker colour on the outside. And first of all, I'm going to make the middle pocket, which is this one here. Now, if you grab yourself a ruler and a scalpel, and you just cut these two score lines like so that it can fold up, and then before you go any further, get your ruler and score about 5 mm in on each side. You don't really need to use a scoring ball for this because the card is thin enough that it will take an indentation rather than an actual score. And also I'm just going to trim about 1 mm off that top edge, just so that when it folds up I know it's not going to extend this bit here. Now, because I want to make an easy grip, as it were, so that you can actually get things out quite easily, take a circle die, line your 10 centimetre square of this middle panel on a cutting mat, and by eye you can pop a circle die on there, and mind your fingertips. This is not, I can't say it's not advisable because I do it all the time, but if you're going to do it this way, then just make sure you're not going to shave off the top of your fingers as you do it. If you're in any doubt, just use a pencil to draw around that half circle and cut it out with scissors. Probably a good idea, especially if you're doing this with kids. So you've got that. If you clip that intersection there and then just cut out those corners so they miter neatly, and you can fold in those 5 mm score lines, and you can grab yourself some glue. Ooh, just for a change, my glue is working first time. You can use double-sided tape on this. I prefer to use a decent PVA because you get a quick stick. And then just fold that up to the centre. And then with each of these side pieces, again, you just want to score in about 5 mm. Like so. And then you want to cut a diagonal. Actually, I'm just going to fold them in to start with. And again, cut out those little corners And the reason you cut these triangular bits out is so that when you fold it in and you go to fold it up, you haven't got a piece of card that's sitting in that fold and preventing it laying flat. It gives you a little bit more, gives you a cleaner fold if you've got less bulk in that corner. And I'm just going to cut an angle, any angle, from here. And then if you want it perfectly symmetrical, take your piece of card, line it up against the other side, and cut along the edge. Bit of glue. So there you've got your 3 pockets. And then we'll fold. Oh look, this is what I should have done. I should have just very carefully, before I glued it down, so take note of this, before you glue it down, just take a slither off that inside edge. Now I'm going to have to do this really gently, so I only go through that top piece of card and I don't cut right through my fold. So it's not the ideal way of doing it, but if you have been following this video live, then you'll have to just very carefully, and I literally mean very carefully, don't apply any pressure on the blade. Make sure you've got a sharp enough blade that it just scores and cuts into that sheet of card without cutting the sheet below it. Like so. So that when you then fold your sides in, they don't get messed up on the folds of your card. Now you've got your wallet card, you can decorate it however you like. So you can pop little postcards in that central pocket. Oh. Another little card inside this pocket. And a mini envelope with a message inside this pocket. And while we're on the subject of this little mini envelope, I just want to show you how easy it is to make something like this. Now there might be a template in the description below if you're lucky. There will be a template for wallet card, as it were, but this is so simple. I just want to show you how easy it is to make an envelope. Grab yourself a rectangular card, score down that rectangular card, the long edge at 5mm. Should have kept this on the green side so you could actually see what I was doing, instead of which I've got red on red as usual. And fold in your score lines. And this piece of card is 13 centimetres, so I'm just going to score it at 5 centimetres to make the flap of the envelope. And not the flap of the envelope, the pocket of the envelope, and then I'll score it again just above it to make the flap. Grab your scalpel, turn it this way so you can actually see what I'm doing, and trim away that 5mm from what would be the back and the flap of your envelope. Mitre your corners again as usual, so that this bit will fold up, and then fold down your flap. And again, what's a nice touch is if you can find a circle die that you're happy to cut around, just lay it on the top there, hold it on the inside of the die. Oh. Hold it securely on the inside of the die, and then just cut around that. And then just glue the front flap to the back flap. And if you want to secure your envelope, what are really handy is if you get some little sticky Velcro tabs, pop one on the inside of the flap, and then for perfect positioning, stick the other one on the one you've already stuck on the flap, and then fold it over and press down well so that when you open it up, it's stuck to your envelope. That's just an aside. I wasn't actually going to demonstrate that, but I thought it was a good opportunity. So, a template for this card, wallet card, will be in the description below. If I remember, I'll put a template for these envelopes as well, but they can be made from any size of scrap card that you've got, as long as it is probably at least 3 times as long as it is wide. I hope you like that. I hope you'll come back and see us again very, very soon. Please subscribe if you've not already, because we have videos coming up every week in all kinds of crafts. But in the meantime, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you soon. To download the template, please click on the link. It will take you to one of our websites, and there you've got a host of free templates for you to use however you like.